Choice Scarf Lucario is a very unexpected but brilliant Pokemon in the OU tier right now. Will it be enough to win the game though? How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're having a battle versus Pokemaster88 from the Discord server in the OU tier. Go ahead and join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles right now. There is a link in the description down below. I've also noticed that only 36% of people watching this video right now are actually subscribed, so just double check you subscribe because sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people. It's a bit bizarre. And with that being said, let's jump into the team preview. Chris has brought a pretty cool looking team. They got a Klefki, a Gallade, Hisuian Zoroark, the Hydreigon, Iron Treads, and a Staraptor. Very hard hitting Pokemon. Hydreigon, Staraptor being the most notable out of them. Gallade's actually really hard hitting with sharpness. Very hard hitting Pokemon. So I think they lead off with either Hydreigon, Iron Treads, or Klefki. So I think I'm probably best off leading off with Landorus. If they do go into the Hydreigon, we're just going to Wo-Chien. If they lead off with the Klefki, we can Earthquake it. If we lead off with the Iron Treads, we can just Earthquake it as well. So let's lead off with Landorus, the Great Stripe, and just kind of go from there. I've got a little surprise for you all as well in this battle. Take note of the Iron Moth and the Lucario. And the battle begins. So Chris is going to lead off with the Hydreigon as partially step vectored. Nice and shiny. We lead off with the Landorus. Okay, so not the worst matchup in the world. I'm sure we can take at least one Draco Meteor, but do we want to? Not while the Gallade sat there. Definitely not while the Gallade sat there, or eject, but oh, okay, so they're eject pack. They get intimidated straight away and eject packed straight away. First turn. Crazy. All right, let's see what they bring in. In comes Klefki. So Klefki's an interesting one. So what can Klefki do here to us? It's holding an Air Balloon? No Air Balloon. I suppose we taunt it, right? Let's taunt it. Let's stop it from setting up hazards. That's what we want to do with it. And then we'll get Stealth Rocks of our own, because that'll hurt the Staraptor and all the Zoroark as well if it's focus sashed. So they go for... Oh, it's the Zoroark! We live in. Lowers our attack, which is unfortunate. We go for a taunt thinking it's the Klefki. Bad idea. Bad idea for us. So, Landorus is on his last legs, but we have got to switch in. If this thing's choice specs, we can just go into Cyclizar. I don't want to risk it being Hyper Voice though, so I'm half tempted to not do that. Wo-Chien seems like a better option, so I think I will go Wo-Chien, and then we can just knock off something. So we'll go Wo-Chien real quick. Wo-Chien. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. Leave me alone. Anyway, in comes Woe. We'll just call it Woe. In comes Woe. Tablets of Ruin activates, which doesn't do anything to Hisuian Zoroark, obviously. They go for a Bitter Malice. We eat that like it's nothing. It does lower our attack though, I believe. Yes, it does. So it lowers our attack, but it's absolutely fine. We're going to get some leftovers recovery, which is great. And then we're just going to go for a nice and powerful knockoff right now. Just to get rid of the item. All that stuff. So we'll go for a knockoff real quick. They probably switch out here, or they try and focus blast us. I think they switch out though. They do withdraw the Klefki. What are they going to bring in? The Gallade? Get the Justified boost, maybe? Hydreigon. So knocking off the Hydreigon is going to be really good for us, actually. No, it's not, because they're a eject pack. We already knew this. The knockoff comes through, does nothing to the Hydreigon, obviously. We are specially defensive, though, so we could definitely take some hits from this thing. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go for a Leech Seed first, just to see what it's going to do. If it U-turns on us, we can Leech Seed something else instead. It's absolutely fine. Fire Blast comes through. We should be able to eat that up, though. We do eat it up like it's nothing. That's brilliant. We got burned, though, which is really unfortunate. So Wo-Chien getting burned is really unfortunate for us. We do get the Leech Seed off, though, which is great. That's going to sap the health of the Hydreigon every turn. Get us a little bit of health back as well with our leftovers recovery. So we've got a bit of a, not a Sub-Seed set, but like a Leech Seed Protect set. So Protect Seed set. So Leech Seed comes through for us. It's going to do minimal damage to the Hydreigon, but it's chip damage at the end of the day. It all adds up. So now we know what they're going to do. They're probably going to Fire Blast us again. I'm half tempted to just keep Wo-Chien in, because everything else on the team wrecks us. If we know they're going to go for a Fire Blast, we could go out into Cyclizar. But then Cyclizar can't really do anything in return of the U-turn. So, I think we stay in and go for a Giga Drain here. I think Giga Drain chip's going to be nice. So we'll do that. So they go for a nasty plot. So they're plotting. They are plotting. Which is unfortunate for us. We do have things to handle this. Like, we have the Booster Energy Iron Moth who can take it out. We also have the likes of the Lucario, which is Choice Scarfed. And Choice Scarf Lucario has actually been putting in the finest work, by the way. If I can get rid of the Zoroark, Choice Scarf Lucario, provided the Staraptor's not Choice Scarf as well, which sometimes it's banded, sometimes it's scarfed. And we get rid of the Gallade. Lucario will actually rampage through this team, which is great. So I really want Lucario to do well this game. I really do. So now we're going to get hit by a Fire Blast again. Let's go for another Giga Drain, get our health back. It's the best thing I can think to do against this Hydreigon because it's definitely going to go for a Fire Blast, right? Draco Meteor expecting the Cyclizar maybe, but they do miss, which is unfortunate. We get to go for another Giga Drain. Wo-Chen's just an unbreakable wall. I love it. It's so unbreakable. So Wo-Chen's going to get some health back. We're also going to get some Leech Seed recovery with his next turn, which is always great. Fire Blast comes through, but it misses again. That's so unfortunate. A +2 Fire Blast will definitely take us out at this point, I think. So that's unfortunate. All we need to do this next turn is go for a Protect, and we're golden. This Hydreigon is gone, pretty much. So Wo-Chen's putting in the work right now. Wait, is that just KO'd it right there? Let's go for a Protect anyway and see how this can work out. They might try and save the Hydreigon for later and switch out right now. If they do, that's fair enough. They could probably go into Staraptor and Brave Bird me to death, which I don't want, but it might happen. Protect comes through. They don't switch out, which is great. There we go. I kind of wanted to wait for the last moment to use the Protect. So after missing that, I have Fire Blast and Draco Meteor. They go for another Draco and get protected against, just for us to get all our health back. So Wo-Chen came out of that completely unscathed, which is crazy. Wo-Chen's actually really cool. I love Wo-Chen. It's such a cool Pokemon. It is weird looking, right? It's just a pile of leaves with a weird vessel on it. It's very bizarre, very bizarre. Gallade, the once vigilant, comes in. Sacred Sword from this is going to hurt. Really going to hurt. So we're probably going to see a Swords Dance or a Sacred Sword right now. I say we go Landorus, get the Intimidate off. That's probably the best bet. So there we go. We're going to go into Landorus, get our nice and powerful Intimidate off, which is great. I was going to go for a knockoff, but then I remembered Gallade could potentially run Justified. I think most people run Sharpness, but you never know. So they go for a Sacred Sword. We're going to eat that up like it's nothing. Wow, that did not do nothing at all. Rocky Helmet's a thing though, so that's absolutely fine. Now we go for a Stealth Rock just on the off chance they don't want Rocky Helmet chip and they don't take us out. They might switch out or something like that. If we get Stealth Rocks up, that'd be nice. Sacred Sword comes through. That's going to take us out. The Great Stripe goes down. So Gallade is awesome. I love Gallade. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. Definitely one of my favorite Pokemon. So Landorus goes down. But now it's easy pickings for our Revenge Killer being the Iron Moth. So what we can do here is, looking at their team, we're actually in a very good position right now. So, what do we want to do here? Do we want to Iron Moth? I think Iron Moth. It's time to bring out the Iron Moth, I think. So we're going to Aerodot Moth, which is nice and shiny. Look at that beauty. That looks gorgeous. I love it. I love shiny Iron Moth. It looks so cool. Not the usual one. I love my custom one that I've made. I learned how to do texture edit, so I've been making my own shinies. It's pretty awesome. So, we know that we can take this thing out with a Fiery Dance. We know we can take it out with a Sludge Wave. I think Sludge Wave is probably the best bet because it's going to hit everything pretty hard. They've got 2 Steel types though, so Fiery Dance could give us a boost. I don't trust Fiery Dance or KO though because Gallade has naturally high special defense. And if they're not Choice Scarf, which they might not be, I think Sludge Wave is the best bet. So let's go for it. They're going to withdraw the Gallade. What are they going to go into though to take on this Iron Moth? They're going to go into the Iron Treads. I should have gone for the Fiery Dance. Watch them be Booster Energy as well. They're not Booster Energy. That's good. That's really good that they're not Booster Energy, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Tera Ground, and I'm going to go for a Fiery Dance. This way we can take an Earthquake, no problem. And then we can just catch this Iron Treads off guard with Iron Moth, pretty much. So we're going to Tera Ground, which is great for us. Makes us less prone to Earthquakes. We still take a lot of damage from Earthquake, don't get me wrong. But less so, because we're a Ground type now. Not a Fire Poison type, which is 4 times weak. So going Tera Ground is a good idea. We should have... No, they Tera themselves. Oh. What type are they going to Tera into? Ground themselves. Great. So we're going to get a Tera Ground Iron Treads on our hands, which means this Earthquake is going to potentially hurt a lot. We go for a Fiery Dance though. That's going to do some solid damage to the Iron Treads. Nearly gets the KO, which is great. They go for an EQ. Can we take it like a champ, please? Let's take it. Just barely take it. We do barely take it. Good. That's what we like to see. That is what we like to see. So, Iron Moth's looking pretty good right now. Let's go for that Fiery Dance one more time, and we'll get the KO on the Iron Treads. Fiery Dance comes through. Let's get the KO on this Iron Treads real quick. There we go. Iron Treads goes down. We get the special attack boost, which is great. So now we are indestructible. I'm pretty sure we get outsped by the likes of Staraptor if it's Choice Scarfed. And we also get outsped by the Zoroark, I want to say. I don't think we do actually get outsped by the Zoroark, but we're nearly dead anyway. So Staraptor comes in. This is a good way to find out whether this thing's choiced or not. Not really, actually. We kind of want to keep this around. This can take Klefki out and stuff like that. So I think the best thing we can do here is go into... Because they're not going to set up hazards. I think we sack off Cyclizar here. I think we sack off... The fact that they've brought it in tells me it's Choice Scarfed. So I think we sack off Cyclizar here. Because they definitely go for a Brave Bird, right? Brave Bird might not even KO if it's Choice Scarf. It might, but it might not. So let's see if this happens. So we'll go into Cyclizar real quick, sack it off. They go for a Brave Bird. KOs me. The recoil is going to be nice. The recoil is going to be really nice. There we go. Recoil comes through. Are we Life Orb as well? No, no Life Orb. So we've got a couple of options here. We can go Sinisty. Poltergeist. Let's go Poltergeist real quick. Poltergeist is a really good idea. Let's go into tea time. It's an antique shiny one. Definitely legit. So let's go for a nice and powerful Shell Smash right now. Shell Smash would be great. They go for a Brave Bird. Take us right down to our Sash, which is fair enough. Breaks our Sash, and then we are going to activate our Weak Armor. Weak Armor is going to lower our defenses, but it also boosts our speed sharply. And then we go for a Shell Smash, which boosts our speed even further to go even further beyond. There we go. So we're at +4 speed, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. It means stored power is going to do a lot of damage, basically. Stored power is going to do a lot of damage. So after our speed boost and everything like that, we can easily take out this Staraptor with stored power. I don't think they have a safe switch in here. Klefki is not going to appreciate it, that's for sure. Because we could definitely have Shadow Ball. We don't have Shadow Ball. We could have had Shadow Ball for all they know. They do withdraw the Staraptor. What are they going to go into, though? That's the real question. They're going to go Klefki. Is Klefki the right one to go into? I don't know. Stored power is going to come through, though. Does half to the Klefki, which is crazy. Let's see how to do this. Let's see how to do this. So I think the best thing to do here is to go for a stored power. They go for a switcheroo. What are they going to give us? What are they going to give us? What is that? Toxic Orb. Toxic Orb, no! They stopped our Poltergeist sweep with a switcheroo Toxic Orb on a Klefki. No, that's not fair. Oh well, we get poisoned, and that is obviously going to take into effect this turn, I believe. Is it not? Oh wait, it's not. We've got one more turn of Poltergeist. That's brilliant. Gallade the once vigilant. Now Gallade can have Shadow Sneak. We know it can have Shadow Sneak. Will it go for Shadow Sneak? Let's see if we go for Shadow Sneak. I don't think it does. It might. It could very well could do. I believe this thing's choice, though. They are going to withdraw the Gallade, maybe expecting us to switch out, expecting the Shadow Sneak. And they're going to go into Staraptor. So I think they made a bit of an over prediction right there. I was fully prepared for my Poltergeist to go down, to be honest with you. Fully prepared. But Poltergeist did real good this game. Poltergeist did real good. Now, we just get a free switch back into Iron Moth, who should outspeed and KO everything. So let's see how this works for us. Let us see how this works for us. So let's go into... Oh, do we go into you? Oh, kind of want to showcase the Lucario. I kind of want to keep it a secret for next time because we don't necessarily need it. Let's go into the Iron Moth. Let's go into the Iron Moth and see how this works for us. Gallade, the once vigilant, comes in. I feel like they're choice scarfed. I really feel like they're choice scarfed, and they're going to go for a Sacred Sword right now. So let's see how this plays out. Gallade could easily win this back for them. Gallade could easily win this back for them. So let's see how this plays out. So that's a Zoroark for a start. It's got full health. That's a Zoroark. Let's go for a Fiery Dance anyway, and just kind of see how this works. So they are outspeeding us, which is unfortunate, but what can you do about that? Not a lot, really. There we go. Iron Moth does unfortunately go down. I love how it gets little crosses for eyes as well. That's pretty cool. It's very anime-esque. So now we're going to Wo-Chen. And I think Wo-Chen can handle this. All we need to do is get chip damage off on these things. That's all we need to do. So we lower their attack, which doesn't do anything. We go straight for a knockoff, because that's going to be great. They do withdraw the Gallade, which is not the Gallade, it's the Zoroark. And they're going to go into the real Gallade. Will the real Gallade please stand up? Please stand up. Please, stand up. So Gallade comes in. We're going to go for a knockoff. Get rid of that potential Choice Scarf, which I was right about. It was Choice Scarfs. I knew it. I just knew it. I just knew it. So, we got a bit of burn damage, which is always fine and dandy. We just need to go for a Giga Drain, I believe, now. So if we go for a Giga Drain, we should be golden. All we need to do is weaken this thing a little bit. That's all we need to do. I wish I had Crunch on Lucario, but I don't have Earthquake. I have Earthquake to hit Goldengo. So Sacred Sword takes us out, unfortunately. Oh, wow. Even with Tablet of Ruin, I really thought that would at least live with like 1 HP or something like that, but nope. In comes the Lucario. So the only way we win this, we have to connect 2 Meteor Mashes. So there's the Lucario. What do you think? It looks pretty cool, right? Better than the normal shiny, that horrible yellow color. So, we have to hit 2 Meteor Mashes in a row. Can we do it? Let's find out. Let's find out. We are Choice Scarfed. We do hit the Meteor Mash first time, which is great. Can we get the attack boost as well? That'd be really nice. No attack boost. That's unfortunate. But Lucario coming through for us right now. In comes the Zoroark. Can't transform into anything. It's nice and shiny. Gotta love it. Which is really nice to see. Let's just hope it's not Focus Sashed. And we'll go for a Meteor Mash and just hopefully take this thing out. So Meteor Mash comes through. Nearly takes it out. Nearly takes it out. Not quite. And that's going to be the game. So that was a really close game. Came right down to the wire. Zoroark just managed to clutch it at the end there by living that Meteor Mash with like barely a shred of HP. So GG, Chris. It was always a pleasure battling you. They were really good battles. We've had plenty of really good battles. So thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.